The holotapes from the Repcon facility mentioned this place. Let's take a look at what's inside. Maybe I can find some nice tech to bring back to Novak. What in tarnation? Another launch facility. Okay, maybe we can find some isotope 239 igniting agent. Those damn commie ghouls used it all up to fly to the moon. I heard Repcon would make all types of funky tech, like this giant plasma rifle. Oh boy. Incursions into ancient rocket facilities are my favorite. Holy crap, it's the Q series, no way. Anything else in here? I bet that button was the panic button. You hear that?
Oh, hey, it's you. Been wondering when you'd get here.
Who the heck is this guy?
I can only assume you got my message about a job.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Well, in case you haven't already noticed, this is an old underground facility that used to belong to Repcon before the war.
You don't say, you just blew my mind.
You know, the company that used to manufacture rockets, ultra-advanced weapons, that kind of stuff.
Oh, so you are here for the rocket goodies too, huh?
Damn right. I found some pretty good evidence pointing to the fact that there's some kind of vault full of pre-war tech somewhere in this place. And by pre-war tech, I mean advanced weapons, experimental hardware they were working on before the war. Basically the kind of stuff that most prospectors would only dream of laying their eyes on, let alone actually getting a hold of. And judging by that look in your eyes, I'd say you're interested.
All right, you got me. Enlighten me.
For the last couple of weeks or so, I've been trying to restore what's left of this old shithole. Suffice to say, it hasn't been an easy job for a few reasons. You see, this place has a central mainframe core that more or less ran all the major systems in the facility. Mainframe core which, as far as I can tell, hasn't ran in 200 years, and has been vandalized and has had most of its major parts stripped out. Without it, I can't even open up some of the secure doors down here, because the system was controlling a lot of the magnetic door locks. And yep, you guessed it. One of those doors is the door to the vault where they keep all the prototype tech. I've managed to at least get most of it operational again. There's one problem. The facility's reactor has been dead for 200 years. Anyway, that's where you come in.
And let me guess. You need me to do all the heavy lifting while you sit around and poke stuff with a wrench?
For starters, I'll need you to go down to the utility level and restart the reactor. I do it myself, but there's things down there. You know, big things with teeth. You know where I'm going here?
Oh, I understand. You don't have a way to communicate with rats quite like a real scientist such as myself.
Hey, who can blame me for not wanting to get my ass chewed off by a bunch of giant, ugly, biting things? Plus, I can only assume you can handle yourself a lot better when faced with a horde of giant mutant rats than I can. You know, stuff like that.
All right, I'm in.
Just one more thing. Over the years, a lot of flammable gas is collected in pockets all over the utility level, so I'd advise you be careful when firing guns down there unless you want to, you know, explode. Just saying. I know it basically goes without saying, but be careful down there. I don't know, but ever since I first found this place, something seemed off. Call it gut instinct or whatever, but there's something about this place that just makes me feel on edge. Anyway, I gotta get back to fixing shit up here. Hopefully that damn reactor still works.
Do you have anything that goes bang?
Now that you mention it, I do have this old improvised weapon that I threw together a few years back. Take it. Oh, and here's some ammo for the thing, too.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Why does this place have a vendor? Truly, the scariest thing I have ever seen. It's so scary that I just have to take this as a tissue to wipe away my fearful tears. Oh, the horror.
Hello. Guess, error. Invalid command. Error. Invalid command. Accessing item storage.
If they have this many stims in store, I guess I will be fighting something big.
Error. Invalid command. Speech synthesizer shutting down.
Out here in the Mojave, we got all sorts of critters. Some regular size, some downright monstrous. We gotta size up these rodents. You got your regular rat scurrying around like a nervous prospector. And then you got this mutated beast, 5 times the size. That's a big old rat, no doubt about it. I knew a guy back in the hub who said he once raised rats in a farm like chickens. Giant rats, that is. These things can be domesticated and even trained to fight in hand-to-hand combat. Well, I tracked down his farm and came to the conclusion that his entire family was Chinese, because all you could see from his window was these strange blue lights, almost like an extraterrestrial baby shower. You see, the Chinese would weaponize rats before war. And some say across the East Coast you can still find rats and mole rats with bombs attached to them, still roaming the wastes to this very day. Man, the Chinese really tried everything. Satellite brainwashing technology, hot air balloons full of mosquitoes. Heck, you name it. The Chinese were into it. I'm sure you have heard the tale of the commie ghost. Well, before you think I'm crazy or something, let me explain. Before the war, the Chinese troops would fly around in deathly submarines around America. And when the Great War began in 2077, the EMP strikes to the power grid also shut down the submarines, if not for the shockwave of the blast. And these ghastly subs sank to the bottom of the ocean. But as the sea began to become irradiated and when FEV spilled into the ocean, the Chinese naval men turned into ghouls. And some say that for centuries now, these lost souls still haunt the submarines to this very day. Oh man, such a sad poster to see. I forgot how dope the hollow rifle was. All right, I did it. Let's see what Terry has to say about this.
What's going on? Oh, thank God. That might be the best single piece of news I've heard all week. With the reactor restarted, we should be able to get the mainframe powered up and hopefully get access to the secure areas. Although there is one problem. Remember how I said that somebody seemed to have vandalized the mainframe? It just so happens that the mainframe's 4 main CPU cores are missing. Without them, we're dead in the water. Well, that's the thing. From what I found, it seems that somebody intentionally destroyed them. Going to get that mainframe running again, we're gonna have to find replacements. Don't worry though, I think I may have found a workaround. Turns out that the Repcon rockets were equipped with compatible CPU cores. If we could recover a few CPU cores from crashed rockets, I could probably get the mainframe working again. This facility launched a lot of rockets, and I'm pretty sure they've all come back down to Earth by now. We just have to find a few of them. A while ago, I was able to pull a list of launch trajectories from one of the computers down here. Turns out, it was encrypted, and I'd need a working Robco device to actually decrypt any of it. Thankfully, that Pip-Boy of yours should do just fine. I've already loaded all the relevant info onto a holodisk, just plug it into your Pip-Boy and let it do the rest. Hopefully, it should be able to use the data to compile a set of map markers for the crashed rockets.
Okay. But you owe me for putting my PIP data at risk here.
Okay, looks like it's working. Just give it a few more seconds to process all the data, and there we go. You've now got map markers for a handful of rockets that crashed relatively near here. Now, I'm not much for traveling the wasteland, so you mind if you went out looking for those rockets while I stayed back here?
Oh yeah, hopefully I can get some cool diving gear here. That would make this trip to Cazador City worth it. Man, I love the Mojave. I wouldn't change it for the world. Spending a lot of time in the Commonwealth made me realize the charm this hellscape has deep within its nooks and crannies. I remember this pair when I was lifting up the B-2 bomber from this here lake. We got roaches. Plenty of diving gear here and a harpoon gun. Let's get this fixed up. It might come in useful against lake critters. This is amazing. Now I can fight the commie ghosts of the deep lagoons and mighty depths. Go away. Get out of here, you stinky sea critter, before I harpoon you. Final warning, get out of here. Oh, man. I gotta go inside an underwater cave? Isn't that just great? Wait a minute. What kind of velocity was this rocket going where it made a crater at the bottom of a lake? I will only hurt my brain trying to work this out. Let's just get the stupid CPU cores and get the hell out of here. These fish must be mutated up the gills. I'm never eating Mojave sushi ever again. Yuck! You couldn't pay me 60 millions caps to get on one of these, unless, of course, it was Robco certified. CPU number 2, where are you? Oh, great. It's missing. Now, where the heck could it be? What the heck is that thing? Well, it ain't the first time I saw a giant gecko. Only this one was smaller. It's in there, I can feel it.
Hold it right there, meathead. You've just found yourself in the headquarters of the Skulls. The mainest gang of raiders in the whole Mojave. Now, here's how this is gonna go. You're going to hand over all of the stuff you're carrying, or you'll get a face full of lead or something.
Listen, Jackhole. I seen scarier mole rats than you lot.
Bullshit! We're the Skulls. The baddest sons of bitches in the whole Mojave wasteland. Yeah! Now, unless you want a lead milkshake, you'd better hand over all your stuff right now.
You better get out of my way before I kick your ass back to Ireland.
We are ruthless killers. We're the Skulls. We're... Oh, damn it. We're not fooling anyone. Stand down, everyone. No, seriously. Let's just see what they want, okay? Okay, I get it. You got us. Who feckin' Ray? Whatever you want, we'll give it to you. Just name it.
How about a Repcon rocket CPU core?
Would that thing happen to be a big metal box? Like, thing full of circuit boards and shite? Because we did happen to find something like that. We were planning on just selling the thing for scrap, but if it's that important, you can take it for all I care. It's in the safe in the other room. Here's a key for it. We're in a tough spot, you know. Most of us lost almost everything we had in Vegas. We were just hoping to make some caps. We were planning to hit a couple of caravans, collect money from a few local shops. You know, we weren't planning on actually hurting anybody. I don't know really. Might try mercenary work. I don't know. Anyway, we won't be trying any stunts like this again. That's for sure. I think you may have slapped a little sense into us here.
damn death claws. Let's get this thing. Three down. One more to go. This mission has taken me to places I didn't even know existed. Charleston Peak is a huge mountain range. It's good for the body, putting all these miles in. Yes, the final core. Come on, baby. Looks like we might get to the moon after all. Chupacabra! They are trying to steal our rockets, to fly to the moon. The moment I mentioned the moon, it appeared. This is concerning.
Hey, you're back. Need anything?
It's coring time.
To be honest, I didn't think you'd be able to pull it off. Guess I was dead wrong. Now, if you'll just follow me down to the mainframe room, we'll get those CPU cores hooked up to the mainframe. Okay, looks like everything's running smoothly here. Guess those cores weren't as banged up as I thought they'd be. Now that the mainframe's backed up, we should be able to access the prototype storage vault on the lower level. There's an entrance to that section of the facility in the back of the hangar. Come on, let's go. I can hardly wait to see what's in there.
All right now. You stay behind me. This here rifle of mine can mow down pretty much anything in this realm or out. And if we have commie ghosts what don't know they are dead afoot, then we are at a disadvantage because you are wearing a ghost-colored outfit. You hear that? We are close to the main facility now. I think we are detected by the security systems. This is not good. Robots ahead. Wow, this place is huge. Stay a little back in case some of doors have an auto-shut function. Might need you on the outside.
Oh God, what the hell happened in here? Hell. Looks like this vault is full of useless junk. So much for pre-war treasures. I should have known better, I guess. Just thought maybe, for once, I might strike it rich down here. Come on, let's go. I'll buy us both a round of drinks at the Wrangler once we get out of here. All these skeletons are starting to give me the creeps.
Hold on a minute, let me just work on this terminal. You know, the trick to hacking these things is finding all the duds, the little empty spaces between brackets and such. Then you find the last word remaining that reminds you of some stupid word of the week in the office that the human resources lady has came around and made stickers for. Okay, everybody, this week's positivity word is virtually.
What the hell? Did that door just shut on its own? Great. Looks like we're stuck in here now. Oh no. I just remembered something from the first few days I was here. An entry on an old terminal I got working. It mentioned something called the Avenger. Apparently they were running controlled tests on it here before the war. From what I remember, this thing was basically a weaponized computer virus. If I recall correctly, the primary purpose of this thing was to gain access to the security systems of an enemy base, and, well, you get the idea. What happens next isn't pretty. That thing is still in the mainframe somewhere, and we gave it just exactly what it needed to take over the facility.
If I am trapped down here with Yappy McGee, then you better have something to get out with.
Nothing. We're trapped in here, and there's almost certainly no way out. That door's probably under executive lockdown. Even if I could hack the terminal, there's no way to get it open.
Executive... Wait, will this do?
What's that say on there? Executive command override? What's on that disk anyway? Even if that thing actually works, we've got one problem. I'm guessing that the virus just activated every goddamn security robot in the facility. In the off chance we get out of this vault, we're just gonna get gunned down in seconds anyway.
Don't worry about the robots.
Might be a good idea to get any supplies you need ready to go. Oh, and by the way, I've got your back. Okay, try that holodisk when you're ready. What's going on? Crap. Looks like that thing activated the security force field for the mainframe. Looks like we'll never get in there now. I think I have an idea. If we were to somehow kill the main power, it'd probably shut down this force field. Problem is, we've probably got about half the robots in this place between us and the reactor control. Hope you're up to do some more, robot killing. Well, you've got a point there. Anyway, once we get to the reactor controls, look for some way to activate the scram sequence. Okay, that looks like it did the trick. I don't think the virus will be restarting this reactor anytime soon. Let's get back to the mainframe room. It's time to shut this bastard down.
Assessing threat. Threat assessment negligible. Preparing to terminate.
Holy crap! Are you okay? Looks like that EM pulse just fried the whole system. Wait, the hell? Looks like the main terminal's still active. Wow. That's just, wow. Looks like we weren't the first ones to tangle with this Avenger thing, huh? Well, guess we made it, huh? Yeah. About that. Kind of maybe forgot to mention that I don't even have any caps on me right now. But, you know, we could always hit the atomic regular sometime later, right? Yeah, I know. Fall full of crap, expectations down the drain, kill the robots. You know, standard procedure at this point. Anyway, I'm just itching to get out of this goddamn place. I swear, if I ever step foot in another underground facility, it'll be too soon.
Well, I guess we go our separate ways, Terry.
Yeah, probably is. For all I know, I must be some kind of walking bad luck omen at this point. Oh, and one more thing. Feel free to stop by my shack if you feel like having a chat or you need repairs. For your equipment, that is. By the way, my shack's located not far from here, to the north up near Lake Mead. Well, I suppose I'd best get going now. See you around. Oh, and by the way, good luck out there on the wasteland, alright?